so we just added and subtracted, and now we're going to multiply. So to multiply monomials, you're going to use the product rule. Okay, so that just means that when you are multiplying monomials, your base is going to stay the same. So if I have x as my base in this monomial and x is my base in this monomial, then my answer, my base is still going to be an x. Okay, so then with my exponent, if you're multiplying now, all you have to do is add your exponents together. Okay, so look at number 17. I have 4 to the third times 4 to the 8th. My base is going to stay 4. And since I'm multiplying, I'm going to add my exponents together. 3 plus 8 is 11. So my answer would be 4 to the 11th. Or you could type that in your calculator and you would get 4,194,304. Okay, so look at number 18. I have negative 7 to the 4th times negative 7 to the 5th. So my base is going to stay negative 7. And now I'm just going to add my exponents together. 4 plus 5 is 9. So my answer would be negative 7 to the 9th. Or I could write it negative 40,353,607. Okay, let's look at number 19. So I have 2, hold on. Let me do it the way I'm doing it. I have 2 to the negative 6 times 2 to the second. So my base is going to be 2. And then I add my exponents. Negative 6 plus 2 is going to be to the negative 4. Okay, so here's a little bit of new info. You cannot have a negative exponent. So when you have a negative exponent, you've got to write your answer a little bit differently, okay? You're going to write it like a fraction. And you're going to put your answer on the bottom of the fraction, except your exponent is going to turn positive, okay? And then I just put a 1 on top. Okay, so I'm going to make this look a little bit better. I know 2 to the 4th is 16. So my answer is going to be 1 over 16. Okay, let's go down here to variable exponents. Okay, so this is the same thing. I have x to the second times x to the 5th. So my answer is going to stay x, and then 2 plus 5 is going to be 7. So my answer will be x to the 7th. Okay. Number 24, I have m to the negative first power times m to the third power. So my base is going to stay m, and then I just add my exponent. Negative 1 plus 3 is 2. So I have m to the second. Okay. Right here I have k to the negative 7th times k to the 7th. So my base will stay k. Add my exponents. Negative 7 plus 7 is 0. So k to the 0, we know anything to the 0 power equals 1. Okay? All right, so when it's all mixed, so when you have coefficients and variables, you have to multiply the coefficients like we've always done. Okay, we need to multiply these big numbers like we've always multiplied regular numbers. So we need to do that first. So 4 times 2 is going to be 8. Then we need to deal with our exponents. So I have a to the 7th times a to the 3rd. So right beside that 8, I'm going to put a a. And since I'm multiplying, I just add my exponent. 7 plus 3 is going to be 10. So my big answer will be 8a to the 10th. Okay? Let's look at 30. I'm going to do my big numbers first. So I have 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. Then I'm going to worry about my exponent. I have m to the 1, and I have m to the second. So if I just add the exponents together, I'm going to have m to the third. Okay, I'm going to do one more of these. I'm going to skip on down here to number let's do 31 and 33. Okay. So I'm going to do my big numbers first. 2 times negative 7 times 3. If I type in 2 times negative 7 times 3, I'll get negative 42. Okay, then I'm going to worry about my exponents. I have w to the negative 1, w to the negative 4, w to the negative 5. So I know I'm going to have a w, and then now I need to add my exponents. Negative 1 plus 4 is 3, plus 5 is 8. So my final answer would be negative 42, w to the 8. Let's do number 33, and then we'll be finished. Okay, so I'm going to have negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. Those just behave like regular numbers. Okay, so now see I have two variables. So I'm going to deal with each variable, differently or at different times. So I'm going to do a to the first. That's what I have first. Times a to the second. So I'm going to have a, and then I add my exponents. 1 plus 2 is going to be a to the third. Then I'm going to look at the b. I have b to the first, and I have b to the third. So 1 plus 3 is 4, so I'm going to have b to the fourth. So your final answer will be negative 12, a to the third, b to the fourth.